Okay, guys, good morning. Let me start revising what we have discussed till now. Okay, fine. We saw basic difference between CNS and ANS, how the neurons length differs, and where the ganglia are present, and which nervous system, what all are the neurotransmitters involved in sympathetic as well as parasympathetic nervous system. So I have asked you to remember the innervations, to which organs, which type of nervous system is innervated, right? From where sympathetic nervous system as well as parasympathetic nervous system is emerging out of the spinal cord, the regions. Okay, so I should remind you that I have asked you to go through the refer to the Rang and Dale for receptors, and what all are the receptors present at what organelle, and what their action is when it comes to parasympathetic as well as sympathetic. So this table summarizes, for example, if you see heart will have mainly four parts when we are concerned with the receptors. Okay, so the receptors present in the heart mainly is at sinoatrial node, atrial muscle, that means auricles, atrioventricular node. Okay, then ventricular muscle. How the contraction needed, okay, the vibrations or electrochemical potential that is needed for heart to pump, or what we say, heart to function, is generated from SA node, sinoatrial node. Okay, from sinoatrial node, the potential needed for that, whatever the electrochemical potential needed for the uh, parts of the heart to contract as well as relax will be initiated at sinoatrial node. Okay, based on the frequency of such electrochemical potentials, the heart rate may increase or decrease. So the receptor present there from adrenergic system is beta 1. At the same time, you can see from parasympathetic system, you have M2 receptor present at sinoatrial node. So when beta 1, that means when sympathetic nervous system is in action, that will release adrenaline at beta 1 or any catecholamine at beta 1. Due to that release of adrenaline at beta 1, the sinoatrial node will be acting more frequently, and that will increase the heart rate. Likewise, if parasympathetic system is there, if acetylcholine is released at M2, and that M2 present at SA node will reduce the heart rate. Likewise, if you have atrial muscle is responsible for force of contraction. Okay, beta 1 is present there. So when adrenaline is released, so atrial muscle will increase the force of contraction. SA node will increase the rate of the heart. Okay, atrioventricular node will pass on the electrochemical potential to the Purkinje fibers so that the ventricles can be contracted. So automaticity will be increased, and in ventricular muscle, again the automaticity of ventricular muscle will increase, as well as the force of ventricles pumping out will be increased when it is during the sympathetic effect. You know, adrenaline is a hormone of fight and flight. So while fighting, you can observe your heartbeat, it will be very high. So that can be called as tachycardia in technical terms. Okay, so if you take the contrary system, like parasympathetic system, when acetylcholine is released at M2 receptor, M2 receptor is present at SA node, atrial muscle, atrioventricular node, and ventricular muscle. So when the M2 receptors activated by acetylcholine, that will reduce the heart rate, force of contraction of atrial muscle, and conduction velocity will be reduced, and atrioventricular block will be there. So the signal will be blocked at AV node, and there is no action on ventricular muscle because M2 is not present in ventricle. Okay, likewise, if you see blood vessels, okay, in blood vessels you have two types. One is arteries, other one is veins. In arteries, coronary arteries means they will supply the blood to heart. Okay, those are coronary arteries. Okay, then you have blood supply to muscle, viscera, and skin. That means visceral organs which are away from the median line. Okay, brain, erectile tissue, salivary gland. So at each organelle, blood vessels, what is the action? So alpha receptor is present in coronary arteries. So it is responsible for constriction when it comes to adrenergic system. Okay, most of, if you observe, most of the blood vessels lack parasympathetic receptors. You have only at erectile tissue and salivary gland, M3. Okay, so most of the blood vessels are controlled by what? Adrenergic system. So coronary arteries, it will be constriction through alpha receptor, and muscles, at muscles beta 2 receptor is there, that will dilate. Okay, viscera and skin, the blood vessels will be constricted due through alpha receptors. Okay, and in the brain there is no effect of adrenergic or cholinergic system, because it is very much related to this one. So the other receptors will take up the same function when it comes to brain. Okay, if you have erectile tissue is having alpha receptor, that will the blood vessels there in the tissue will be constricted. Okay, salivary gland also constriction. Okay, that means when the salivary gland is constricted, you will get saliva released into the mouth. If it is veins, again constriction. If it is alpha, dilation, it is beta. Okay, and if you see viscera, bronchi, that is lungs. In lungs, smooth muscle, there is no sympathetic innervation. You have to remember that. Okay, but dilated by circulating adrenaline. That means the adrenaline which is present in the blood will make the smooth muscles, the blood vessels and blood vessels present in the smooth muscle as well as smooth muscle surface will be dilated. Okay, and glands, there is no effect for this one. And if you see the gastrointestinal tract, smooth muscle will have alpha 2 and beta 2, so the motility is decreased. And sphincters, there are sphincters at opening, and those sphincters motility will be decreased.